So as you can see from the title of the video, the subject is going to be about earnings and labor. So I've studied informatics for 4 years in a Bulgarian university, and I thought I was walking on the right path. Sure, it might not have been the most elite university, but still, I did graduate and I did spend 4 years of my life studying something that might actually disappear in the near future. Don't get me wrong, there were a variety of subjects, not just programming. We also had hardware, quality assurance, computer networks and communications, and many other subjects. But I just wanted to specialize in programming. I just wanted to write code. Sure, I might not have been the best at it, but I was doing okay at the time, I guess. A few years after I graduated, I got a job as an intern in a small company, and I'm still working in that company to this day. But thinking about it, I could have just done some courses on programming for a few months, and I probably would have gotten better results and skills instead of just going to university. However, in hindsight, it's just easy to say that. But back then, I just didn't know any better. So at the beginning, I was trying to learn the best practices and ways of building stuff. Not just the coding, but architecture and other skills as well. However, my job is remote, so I'm working from home, and I live in another town in a rented apartment. And long story short, there's an issue on our balcony where it leaks water through the floor below us, and we had to call someone to fix that. So we found someone who can do the job, but he was just so inconsistent. He came late to work and he finished way earlier than he had to. He just doesn't do the job correctly. He misses spots that should have been fixed and so on. Also, this guy is just not educated. He can't even write his own name on a list of paper. Whatever, he has been working for some time now, but our neighbor, who is an old lady from the floor below us, is actually paying for the repairs. Today, she told me that this guy earns an insane amount of money for our country standards. This guy made twice my monthly salary in just 15 days. And I started thinking about it, and I kind of got angry about the fact that I had to waste so many years studying and try my best so I can earn more money and just secure my life. Only to find out that this guy, who isn't even good at his job, makes double my salary for changing some tiles on our balcony. In what world does that make any sense? I got really frustrated both at myself and how things played out, and also the fact that I could actually lose my job because of AI, but his job will probably stay. So you're telling me that I wasted 4 years of my life studying for something that could actually just get replaced that easily? Sure, I can always switch my field, and instead of writing code I can just, I don't know, do something else, maybe in the same branch. It's just not programming. Also, that's not a single case. Two of my friends needed to get their bathrooms fixed, and they also paid an insane amount of money for that to happen. With the labor and the materials, the cost was 5 times my monthly salary for something that was actually done in 15 days once again. And don't get me wrong, the physical work isn't easy. I respect that, but still at the same time, I feel like the prices of these services have skyrocketed over the last few years. Maybe that's just the economy and how things work. But yeah, that's just life, I guess. If everyone wants to be a programmer, a doctor, a lawyer, who's gonna build the houses and the bathrooms? I was considering changing my profession, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Maybe we'll see what's gonna happen in the near future and how things actually play out. Will I get replaced by AI? It's possible. Am I gonna work something in the same field? I don't know. I can't say yet. I mean, I kind of hate the fact that I have to stay 8 hours in the same place watching a computer screen for as I mentioned, 8 hours, sometimes even more. But also, there are other benefits, such as that I don't have to physically work. So imagine if you have to do something on the balcony, and outside it's 30 degrees Celsius, and sometimes even more in our country. Sure, I get that point, and I get why this job could, you know, the services of this job could get way higher than they used to be. But still, I don't know, it feels like they're just way too high. Also, the fact that I had to go to university might have been avoided if I played it out better, because I feel like university here is kind of a scam, because you can just, I don't know, maybe finish a course or something, like a programming course, and you'd probably get way more benefits than wasting 4 years of your life for something that they don't even teach you correctly. Like, the things we used to learn in university were just outdated and old, so they weren't really useful. I mean, some of the stuff was useful, and they do expose you to a lot of areas, but they don't really get into details, and they don't use any new technologies and stuff. So, I don't know. I feel like it was a scam, even though I didn't pay that much for the university. It was kind of cheap here in Bulgaria. Well, maybe it's just specifically this university. Maybe if it's like a private university or something, it could have been better, I guess, but you need a lot of money for that. So, yeah. And also the young generation is maybe being a little brainwashed by their parents about the university thing, because, you know, everyone wants to follow the path where you finish school, go to university, get your diploma, and then just work from 9 to 5 until you, I don't know, until like 70 years. And then also, I don't know, that's just how boomers look at it, even in Bulgaria. And obviously there's like other ways to make money and stuff, but that's just what boomers think is the most correct thing. So they just tell you that university is like almost a like 100% safe path. So they always advise you to go to university and just get your diploma, even like before you're maybe 16, 15. They always ask you like what you're gonna do when you grow up, like what are you going to work and stuff like that, which is useful. I mean, sure, someone might have an idea before that. My point is that over time professions change, and some professions might earn more in the future while others might earn less, and you could never know that. So, for example, say you want to learn something right now that seems legit, earns a lot of money, but in the future it might still earn a lot of money, but a lot of people could practice that profession, therefore the competition will be just way higher, so you won't be able to get a job, or it's just gonna be harder, in my opinion. But these are things that we can't really predict. Even if we like calculate and sit and think, we can't know what's gonna happen in the next 5 or 10 years. And I guess my only advice here is consider the situation you are in, and whatever happens. The only thing you can actually do is do something right now so you can be prepared for the future. That might be learning a new skill or just doing something for yourself. You can plant your seeds, and if things don't work out, you technically did your best, and later you can just find something else, depending on what age you are and what country you are in. So yeah, maybe you shouldn't look at the past and get depressed. You should probably only look at the present and perhaps the future, so you can actually plan things out. And yeah, that's just my general advice. So that's my little story for this video. I hope you guys liked it, and just one more thing, be safe, friend, don't you dare go hollow. I'll see you in the next video.